Bitcoin has just pierced through the 12K sell wall, moving all the way up to almost 12.5K. Are we going to see a little bit of retracement here, or are we getting ready to make our way all the way up to possibly 13 or 14K? Well, if that sounds interesting, stick around for the video, stay tuned, and let's go ahead and get started. So if you are brand new to this channel, we use the Market Cipher Indicator by CryptoFace alongside with the TI Sequential by ToneBase and the Market Guide buy and sell signal. So we are using a few paid for indicators here. We're going to take a look at the charts starting on our lower time frames and then making our way up to our higher time frames. So we're starting here on the 15-minute. First thing right off the bat, we can tell obviously the bulls are in control. They broke our 12K resistance area and have continued a steady uptrend here for almost a really big percent gain here. Let's see, about a 5% gain. So that's a nice trend line break. That's a momentum and the amount of strength that we want to see whenever we do break a trend line. We at least want to see almost like a 5% gain here on one side or the other to know that it is a substantial break and that possibly we will probably be holding that trend line as support now. So we're seeing our 12K break, our VWAP, we are clearly above it, indicating the bulls are in control. We're starting to see a nice EMA spread here on the 15-minute time frame. We had our green trend line as resistance. Now it does seem that we are pushing way above it. We had a really interesting wick back here, and I saw this wick take place early in the morning, and I was like, oh crap, like can we still get into a position? So we waited for this candle body to close. I signaled to my Patreon trading group, hey, let's go ahead and take a long position here. It looks like we're probably going to start moving up. And right now, we're sitting in about 53% gains right now from where we took that position. Based on your leverage, obviously, the gains are going to be different. But I did signal to my Patreon membership on the second candle. I said, hey, let's go ahead and take a long position here. I gave them a stop loss. I gave them a target price. And, we are in the A-OK on this trading on this trade that we took here. So let's move on into our higher time frames and kind of dissect it just a tad bit. We were kind of waiting for a setup over the weekend in the Patreon group, but we never really got a good setup over the weekend. So we were going to wait till we hit some key areas and possible trend line breaks and just go ahead and take it from there on out. So as we start to zoom out on the charts, I'll give you all a little bit more of a clear, concise look that we were definitely kind of aiming towards. So we'll turn on our Cipher SR here. Our 20-minute also showing some very nice money flow here, but we are starting to see the momentum kind of die off. But whether or not we break below our 13 EMA, which is right at about 12,300, I would say that we're probably going to continue up here just based on how bullish this actually looks in this move and how relative it is to us continuing higher possibly from here too. So the fact that we are still very far away from our 13 EMA, I would expect a little bit of sideways movement. As you can see here, we've been kind of trending out to the side as of right now. We're seeing red dots here on our smaller time frames to begin with, and that could definitely lead to a little bit more sideways action right underneath the 12.4K area before Bitcoin decides to make another substantial move. So over the weekend here, the past couple of days, we were really getting small price movements. Not really my typical types of trades. I'd rather not try and play these scalps like that and, risk, just losing your mind basically over, wick patterns and stuff like that. But when we see these breakouts like this occur, these are definitely positions that we want to be in and we want to take those up to the next level. So Bitcoin clearly making its way up to its next level here at the right underneath the 12.5K area. So we're going to have to wait to see exactly if we're going to get another push here. We're starting to see on our 45-minute that our blue wave is kind of trending to the downside. We are getting the red dot there, so that's our momentum wave. So Bitcoin may be seeing a little bit of a peak here. But as we start to zoom out, we'll get a broader perspective, and we know that the higher time frames obviously take precedence over the lower time frames, and then we can really see where Bitcoin might be headed to. So let's take off Cipher SR. Perfect. You can see even back here we had this ascending triangle. that obviously broke to the upside. So that was a nice little setup there if you were playing off of that time frame, to maybe indicate that we could be seeing a nice little push. We had our red money flow moving into the green, which also indicated a nice possible pump that could take place, and looks like we got a very, very nice pump here. So moving on into the 1 hour time frame, from our red going into the green, momentum wave, also seeing the red dot here appear on the 1 hour as well too. So maybe some sideways action that could possibly occur right between the 12.4 and 12.3 area. That could be our next consolidation period as of right now, before we decide to trend up any higher. Let's go on to our 90-minute time frame here. 90-minute time frame, clear decision break here on the 90-minute time frame to send us up quite a bit higher too as well. We're seeing the market guide buy signal also appear on the 90-minute time frame. Money flow still looking relatively good. We had this nice blue momentum wave to the top side, and now we could possibly be putting in a red dot relatively soon based on our VWAP that's about to cross the 0 pivot point there on Cipher B as well. Our NVT ratio is still showing a little bit of overbought area as of right now, indicating that transaction volume is pretty high, but we could see possible burnout here on BTC, maybe in the near term future. Let's go on into our 2 hour chart. 2 hour chart, also clear trend line break. So as I started to look over these in the morning, when we had this nice wick to the top side here to pierce through our sell wall, so everything was bought up through that sell wall. The people that sold off, well, that got bought right back up by the big whales, and the whales just sent this way higher. So the sell wall is obviously not there anymore. And now we're going to have to wait to see. We're starting to see a little bit of resistance at 12.4, 12.5. And that's going to probably be our next little consolidation sell wall that we'll see before Bitcoin can maybe pierce through it again, or pierce through that 12.5K and possibly make it all the way up to 13K for sure. So looking at the 2 hour, money flow still looking relatively healthy here. We are about to get a red dot possibly here, even on the 2 hour. We're seeing on our aggressive 13 to the downside here, ending one of our old extended bull counts, but we're still seeing another extended bull count here with the 6 and then the 7. So we could still continue up a little bit higher with an extended bull count on the TI sequential. That's a possibility as well too. I do want to let everyone know that we do have the Path to Cryptocurrency course available for all of our beginners that are jumping into this market right now. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of influx of brand new people into the market as we continue the bull run. And this is just a private guide for you to follow on how to get started in crypto, what exchanges to go to, how to get signed up for them, to make sure that you are doing your best to protect your crypto assets, learning how to store them on storage devices as well, such as a ledger, making sure that you have access to them whenever you need to. And the best way to do that is to obviously store it on cold storage. So I show you how to get that all set up, what exchanges I use to get certain coins, altcoins, how to dollar cost average, set it aside, let it set up reoccurring payments, and then there's a bunch of different things that we go on in there. So it is a one-time only fee. Right now we still are running the early bird special, so go ahead and get signed up for that. It's just a one-time payment only, and then you'll have access to the course throughout all the further modules and lessons that I put out as we expand and grow in the cryptocurrency space. And so I've been wanting to put out a video acknowledging DeFi and explaining a little bit more about DeFi and some of the projects surrounding DeFi as well too. So keep a lookout for that when those videos come out on the Path to Cryptocurrency course as well too. And then we also have our private premium trading group that you can join. It is under the Patreon membership page. So find the Patreon link. It should be the second link in the description box below. If you want to learn a little bit more about how we trade, if you want to follow our trades, getting in and out of the markets, learning about what altcoins we're investing into for this next bull market cycle, you want to be a part of the Patreon membership. So the course is basically just running over for beginners on how to get started. And then the Patreon membership is what we're doing right now, right here, live, and how we're trading it, to be exact. So if you want to stay up to date with us consistently, learn about all of the ins and outs that we're making in the markets and also the altcoin environment as well, then become a Patreon membership. So you can go ahead and get signed up for that as well too. Just make sure that you drop your Discord username in a message to me on Patreon whenever you do sign up, so I can give you access to the private categories on our Discord server. And then also we have our YouTube membership page, which is available. It is a little bit cheaper than the Patreon page, but on the YouTube membership page, you'll basically get all my private videos that I provide for my Patreon members. So I have about 25 to 30 different private videos inside of the Patreon page, everything from how I set up my charts to different altcoin charts that we're looking at as well too. And if you join the YouTube membership page, you'll just get access to the videos, but not the actual private trading group. So that's another option for you. It is a little bit cheaper if you want to join that there. And then we are on our way to 3,000 subs, folks. I'm so happy, so blessed, so grateful for each and one of you to be here with me today on this cryptocurrency journey that we are taking on. And the way I want to give back to everyone is to do a giveaway. So we're doing a $100 giveaway in one of our favorite altcoins. So make sure that you get signed up for the newsletter. And then once we hit the 3,000 subs, I'll draw a random name on the YouTube video, and I will make sure to get back in touch with you. You just need to make sure that you at least provide your Discord username or your email so I can get back in touch with you and then get those funds transferred over to you if you do win. And then we also have our Discord public server, which is available. You can find the link in the description box below. Just make sure that you abide by the rules whenever you join the Discord server. You'll be asked to click a little green checkbox, and then you'll have full access to the Discord server. So let's just go on into our 4-hour time frame here, seeing our nice buy signal there, breaking through some major resistance above head right at about 12K. And now we're seeing a possible pushback up to the further side here. Definitely looking like a lot of volume has come into this market. We were kind of seeing this rounded off kind of money flow here with a little bit of sell off, and now it does look like the money flow is just coming right back up to where it wants to go. So we could see another little Mount Everest, as CryptoFace likes to call it, and what he's been calling for in his theories too as well. So if you haven't checked him out, or if you're interested in picking up his indicator, which is the market cipher indicator, you can find the link to pick up the actual market cipher indicator in the links in the description box below. So check that out if you're interested, and go check out his channel too. He's a great trader. He's very, very knowledgeable, so you'll learn a lot from him too as well. But you can see here how we're riding our 13 EMA, our 6 hour, we're still staying above it as well too. No big major dips at all. We're starting to see our money flow come back up to the top side, possibly ready to continue back up on our 6 hour as well too. So that is a possibility. We could see, some more sideways action from here on out, maybe right underneath 12.5K. But I'm still anticipating that we'll probably see, some further moves possibly to the upside here in the near-term future, if not by the end of this week too as well. So let's go on into the 8-hour. The 8-hour time frame, money flow is still looking really good. We have our green dots here on the 8-hour. And then we're also seeing an extended bull count here as well. So that's going to take a while to play out to finish that extended bull count. You can see last time we had an extended bull count over here, we continued up a little bit higher, kind of sideways for the most part, but it did still continue up higher in a diagonal pattern as well too. So if we start to play that out, we could definitely start moving sideways. It looks like we're making support above our purple trend line here as well too on the 8 hours. So let's move on into our 12-hour time frame, finding really nice support above the 13 EMA here too as well. We have a 9 on the sequential to the downside here, but honestly, I'm going to say that this is probably going to be null and void, only because we have our extended bull count that is also starting here on the 12-hour. We have our blue momentum wave that's moving up out of our green money flow. Money flow even here on the 12-hour is at its peak right now. So this is can probably more or less continue to the upside here. And then we're also having our VWAP also move to the upside. So I would say that this 9 on the TI sequential is probably going to be null and void as of right now. Just based on market cipher and our bread and butter with our market cipher B indicator. And then also looking at the 21-hour, you can still see here that we're just consistently probably going to ride this up a little bit further, maybe try and push past that 12.5K here in the near-term future as well. And let's go on into our daily charts here. 13 EMA is holding nice support for us. We do have an aggressive 13 to the downside, but based on our blue momentum wave down here, I would say that more than likely will be null and void as well, only because we've had the extended bull count, but this was probably from way back down here, and it looks like we are still at another extended bull count with our 6 down here, and probably going to continue up a little bit higher as well too. So I do want to let everyone know that we do have a Telegram channel that is available. You can receive all my announcements that I like to make on there. If you're interested on when I upload videos, or if I'm running any specials on any of the products or courses as well, you can find all that information here. If you just click, you can join the channel there, the announcements page. So let's go into, here we go. So if you are interested in upgrading on TradingView to at least the Premium, Pro, or the Pro Plus plan, I actually show my Patreon members how to get these for 60 to 50% off when you do upgrade your package. So if you are using Market Cipher, I would at least recommend that you have the Pro or the Pro Plus plan. It allows you to have a few more indicators on the screen, such as the Aldo EMAs, which is a custom indicator I teach you how to set up. I give you actually the custom Pine script code inside of the Patreon membership page, and you can toggle on and off all your EMAs here. You can set them as whatever EMAs you want them to, and it's a little bit easier than having 5 different indicators on the left side of your screen. So I tell you how to set that up inside of the Patreon page. If you're interested in finding out a little bit more, if you're having trouble finding the video for that, you can message me and I'll give you the link to the video. And then also our Wells buy and sell indicator is another indicator that we use on the regular, especially on our higher time frames. I teach you how to set that up inside of the Patreon membership as well too. So yeah, other than that, let's go on into our 2-day chart here and see what's happening. Our 2-day chart, we did get this sell signal back here, but obviously it looks like we're going to probably continue up a little bit more bullish. Money flow is also giving us this nice little rounded pattern back to the upside. Our VWAP's also probably pushing back to the upside, maybe indicating that we were getting ready to receive a green dot here too as well. Extended bull count has started on the 2-day. So this is looking really, really good for Bitcoin right now, folks. Really, really good. It definitely looks like we're probably more likely going to continue up higher. Extended bull count has also signaled on the 3-day. Obviously, we're going to wait for these signals to close off and wait for the next body candle to open up on some of these higher time frames, such as the 2-day and 3-day. Money flow is still looking pretty good here on the 3-day. We did have our red dot back here. I would imagine we're going to get a nice little Christmas tree pattern at the top of these higher time frames to possibly send us up a little bit higher or consolidate out right underneath that 13K. Let's go on into our 4-day chart. 4-day chart, we still have our extended bull count that is counting here on our 4-day chart as well. We started another bullish 1 candle as well too. And then we can also see that momentum on our blue wave here is still kind of trending sideways for the most part. No sign of a red dot just yet. It looks like we're just still kind of rising up here on our blue wave, which is very, very bullish for Bitcoin. So, it's looking good even on the higher time frames as well too. We can go on into our 5-day chart and then finish it off here with our nice buy signals there too as well, and still accounting with the TI sequential in a bullish formation as well. We can see here Market God has told us to buy way back here as well. I did want to see Market God told us to buy right here. So Market God's been pretty accurate on some of the lower time frames. I like to play Market God and really keep an eye out on that indicator as well. But our 6-day also, giving us some nice little pushes here. Let's go on into our weekly chart and see what's happening. Weekly chart as well, looking like a nice consolidation push to the upside here. I mean, the weekly chart is just looking all around nice, to say the least. Money flow looking kind of thin here on the weekly chart. Possibly a red dot that could be forming sometime soon. But you can see what happened right here. We got our red dot. We consolidated down just for a little bit and then continued up further. And if we even zoom out here, going into our last bull run, you can see those same patterns kind of play out. We have a red dot, consolidate, and then green dot, red dot, and then green dot. So I would imagine we're more than likely going to end up playing some Christmas tree patterns out on these higher time frames, especially if we want to continue the bull run here. So it's looking more or less like we're probably going to see some nice Christmas tree patterns and have a very, very Merry Christmas this year around, possibly too, going towards the end of the year. Last time we came out of our red money flow, we kind of dipped back down and then consolidated up even more. It looks like we're kind of doing that same thing, dipping down low again, possibly ready to push up a little bit higher here. So let's go ahead and end it off here. We're going to talk about 3 Commas, which is a trading bot that y'all can set up if y'all are interested in setting up leveraged trading bots. Then y'all can use 3 Commas. It allows you to use the API key on Bybit and I think a few other exchanges as well too. So y'all can check and reference that to see if it'll work with your favorite exchange that you're using. And then if you're wanting to buy and store your crypto, definitely check out Ledger Nano X or S. You can use the links in the description box below for any of these websites. And if you're interested in leverage trading, Bybit, Prime XBT, and Fimex are great platforms to use. We use mostly Bybit on our trading group. So yeah, definitely would recommend that one. And then if you're interested in earning some passive income, check out the Brave browser to earn passive income by clicking on ads that pop up in the bottom right hand corner. And then if you would like to mine BTC straight from your computer without having to set up ASIC miners or ANT miners, you can check out CryptoTab browser, and it'll start allowing you to mine BTC straight from your home computer. And then other than that, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And let's finish off the chart here, just looking at the two week time frame. Going on into the monthly, we do have this market guide 2-week buy as well too, which was last signaled right before the bull run here. Coming out of the red money flow too, we had that buy signal there, and then we kind of dipped back into the red just a tad bit. We were still continuing higher, so we're starting to see market guide give us that buy signal there on the 2-week, and we're starting to push up a little bit higher, maybe coming into that green money flow, and let's see what Bitcoin is going to give us. But if we end up passing, I would say 14K by the end of the year, then I'm definitely considering Bitcoin probably ready to start pushing back up to 20K, and then on its way up even further than that. And then 21-day, not much to be said here. So yeah, still looking good, folks. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all stuck around to the end of this, comment down below 6-day chart, since that's where we're ending off here, and I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Join us in our Patreon page if you are interested in learning and trading with us. We've had very good trades. The past couple of trades have been very profitable for us too as well, so check that out as if you're interested. And then without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here and stop rambling. I'll see you all in the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.